Hey everybody, this is Alzorath, and welcome to Vital Shell. I'm just gonna go ahead and press start right now so we can kind of see why I decided I'm gonna try this game out. It was proposed to me as a game that was basically what if the PlayStation 1 had a bullet heaven. And you know, this is bringing back a bit of flashbacks of Armored Core for me as far as this menu goes, oddly enough. The memory card is literally just your save slots. The manual is your unlocks and stuff like that. So you have unlocks, you have your stats, you have your weapons, all that kind of stuff in here. Haven't looked through all of it, but yeah, I want to try this just for the aesthetic. I think more people should be doing stuff like this because there's advantages to it. It's actually cheaper to produce stuff like this, but you also, if you do it wrong, it'll look completely funky. But if you do it right, you can capture that classic aesthetic and nostalgia bit. But as far as opening characters, we only really have one right now. We have Koenig, built for survivability. Blocking restores HP, boosting knocks enemies back and deals force damage. Damage scales additionally with block and armor. I think I turned on auto-targeting. I forget if I did or not. Do we actually have the ability to select levels yet? No, we do not. And yes, this is releasing today. As of the release of this, I'm scheduling it for the 7th, unless they change the date on me. They said I could have covered it earlier, but I'm literally recording this like yesterday for you guys. So, or no, day before yesterday in your time. So I have to render it up and all that fun stuff. So let's go ahead and jump on in. We have manual aim, movement with the D-pad or the stick, and R2 and R2 specials. So we have like the specials on the shoulder boutons. I think that's supposed to be L2 special up there, but I'm not certain. Oh, wait, no, there's only one special on mouse and keyboard, so maybe that's it. I don't know what the boost on controller is going to be. That probably should be on there, but we'll find out. I'm playing with controller because it looks like a PS1 game. We're going to play it like oh, wow, that gives me Virtual On vibes. That little intro there. But yeah, we can actually take over with manual aim just by using the stick. The auto aim still works on its own though, so we don't have to manual aim the entire time. Oh wow, decent number of enemies spawning all at once. I don't see any kind of camera adjustment just yet. I might try some of the other controls real quick, but we did get ourselves an upgrade. Can we actually, we can look at our various stats. Nice. So as far as what I want in my left hand, my light weapon, physical damage, balanced weapon with moderate damage and speed, lobs explosives applying consistent pressure, sustained firepower, and applies burn damage. I'm gonna go with Sun Shard. Let's play the laser build. So that is gonna be okay. So it's not. I probably need to get an AOE relatively soon. Otherwise, life is going to be really rough because we're probably going to be seeing bigger and bigger swarms. I probably shouldn't be picking up the healing items right off the bat. Probably be leaving them behind to see if they dissolve over time or not. Oop, ow. Okay, so the enemies aren't terrible amounts of damage. I want... speed or damage? I think I want speed. Then we have a wave reward. Intriguing. Okay, I'm going to go with Opal. Extra damage would be nice. We do actually need more damage. But I'm going to go with Opal, and we're going to put it on... I'm going to put it on the Sun Shard so it's on a ranged attack. I don't know. Oh, we do actually have the ability to open that up and actually see our shell stats. Sweet. Nice. Now that I think about it, I probably should have put the life leech on the Sun Shard just so I could have a bit more oompha. But yeah, I need to probably stay close with the sword just so I do more damage. And we do suck in all of our shards at the very end, so it's not a terrible... I don't know if it's at a reduced rate though, so... Damage done with 4 sources, explosions, and knockbacks. If we end up getting some AoE, that would be a good one to get. Chance to fully block incoming damage. I'm not entirely sure. I think I'm going to go with volatility. And I think I'm going to go with range. Damage buff. Enemies felled by critical strikes and critical strikes. Oh, no. We're going to go with just damage buff after reloading a certain number of times. Oh, and it is... Okay, I wasn't really looking at the bottom left for the most part before this, but the bottom left is indeed actually an ammo system rather than a charge-up system. That's good to know. That actually explains a lot. Go ahead and just nuke through these guys. I have a feeling... Let's see if these guys actually drop bigger crystals. It doesn't look like the more dangerous guys actually drop more crystals. So I should probably be going after the little, like, easy guys. Definitely going to go with more attack speed. And I'm going to go with more range again. Just get that going. And let's go for... Oh, and it says Wave 5 for our special. Wave 7 for Shell Protocol. Wave 9 for heavy weapons. And then we get another Shell Protocol after that. I am going to go for... I'm going to, like, max out on the opals on this. Because now we have 2 of those, so that should be 10% leech on it. Now, let's see if that actually restores us. Not super fast, but it does seem to restore us a little bit. And it seems that leveling up does improve our health. It basically improves our health and heals us, it looked like. We did take a wee bit of damage there. Okay, so there's level up. So we should get 2 level up buffs now. And it does look like the gems do give us more in the way of XP whenever we're actually in the thing. Definitely going to go with armor rating here. And, ooh, health regen 1 HP per tick. We currently don't have any, so yeah, I'll take some health regen. And here's our first special. Fires an elemental piercing attack that from deep within the shell unleashes a hail of bullets in front. I'm going to go with the rockets. I could use some extra force, especially since we've kind of gone towards force. So let's see. We have our special available. Let's see what it does. Does it restore? Yes. So it's got a decent regen on it. It's not impossible to use effectively. That does greatly improve our damage output. Oh, so we have to get it off the ground. That's actually decent damage. Getting rid of a lot of them with that. We get another S. There it is. Yeah, as long as they're generous with that, I will be happy. I am not doing well right now, though. We're at 15 life, 11 life, 21 now. Ugh. I think I need... physical damage, bullets and blades. I'm going to go with regenerate again. And more range. As far as our next one, I will go with attack speed on Hand of Justice, I believe. Get that spamming at things up close. Enemies are definitely proving to be tougher now. We haven't really gone much for too much extra damage, but... And our special is okay amounts of damage. I am not doing well at blocking these guys, though. So I need to kind of stay on top of getting my specials up. I have to say, the enemies are definitely getting thick. Grab all that for a level up. Yes, please. Thank you. Yeah, I think I probably shouldn't have gone life leech, because it doesn't feel like we are really leeching that much life. And I didn't get any S's off of those. I think there was one down at the bottom, though. And let's go for... We can go for more block. And more range. So, wave reward, shell protocol. Enemies felled by critical strikes leave behind pools of fire. Gain armor at the end of each wave. Yeah, that seems like a good idea. I don't know how much it's gonna be, but that seems like a consistent way to just boost our durability over time. Oh, we basically got rooks, bishops, whatever you want to call them, going on here. Not a lot in the way of swarms. Oh, we can hold more than one special at a time. Intriguing. So maybe I shouldn't be spamming them. Maybe I should be hoarding them and then just blow everything up all at once. Because now we're up to 3 nukes. I don't know if we lose them at the end or not. I would like to get piercing on my laser if possible, but I don't think it's actually possible. And yeah, we're just not doing enough damage with anything but... As long as we can keep dodging, we will slowly kill stuff off. Okay. I need probably to get more damage, but this regen rating is very, very tempting. I don't know what the dodge button on controller is going to be. That would probably help me survive a bit more. Let's go for... Really kind of want to keep going like full on life leech on that, because we are currently on wave... I don't know what wave we're on, but we've got to be 7 or 8 right now, so I think I'm gonna just try and tough it out and have Sun Shard be our leech weapon. I do want to see how many of these we can save up. How many of the specials? Because we're currently covering the entirety of that. I want to see what else we have. Do I actually have a dodge? Oh, Jesus. Okay, so we died there. Maybe I should play with mouse and keyboard so I can actually freaking dodge. I don't know. It doesn't show a control for it on the controller, so we're going to go back to mouse and keyboard. So I actually have dodge. So we got to what wave? 8. Okay, enemies felled, yada, yada, yada. We did get an achievement for that. To devote yourself to, at the end of each run, gain experience in selected track, awarding permanent stat increases with each level accessible from the main menu. Revive Shell Protocol grants a second life. Okay. So we've got 4% progress there. That was not a great run, but it'll do. Let's go with devotions. Active devotion is divinity. I don't know how to try out a different... I guess we actually have to just do divinity first to actually get to the other ones. Okay. This is fine. But yeah, none of the others are currently available to me. This might just be because it's the press copy, and it might just be because I haven't unlocked them. I ain't done that shit yet. I do wonder, can I go off the platform? No. We are very much limited to that. I have a feeling that... yeah, just a gut feeling. Letting auto-target do it for me might be the smart thing to do. We're going to try and be a little bit smarter this time around. And go maybe... Yeah, that's sustained firepower. That's the one we went for last time. I am going to go with... Skyfall Mortar. Get us some AoE going on here. As AoE seems extremely important, especially as we get a little bit further in and more enemies start spawning. Maybe I should go for damage instead of life leech this time. Let's try it out. And I do definitely want to go for some range as well. Range, always a good thing. Able to hit things further away? Yes, please. There's block chance. There's just extra raw damage. There's also attack speed. I'm going to go with This is so tempting, though. I'm going to go block chances for now. We'll get most of our damage from this. Onyx on Skyfall Mortar. Yeah, just get more damage going for us. And it does seem to just kind of... That thing has range on it. It is targeting things that I don't think we can actually see. So auto-targeting might be extremely useful. There's a level up. We haven't gotten our special yet. I do want to get to the point where we get to our third weapon, which is going to be wave 9. Let's go with... I think the potency on this one... there it is. Potency, impact radius. So potency makes it bigger. Whereas on Hand of Justice, it's double attack. So I'm guessing that's a double attack chance. I'm going to go with... Yeah, let's go potency. Why not? Armor at the end of each wave? Yes, please. I don't know if it's going to be like a permanent armor upgrade, but that would be very, very nice. Now we have like an extremely long range and an extremely short range option. And our long range is good at clearing out swarms of idiots. I do need to get close to stuff to kill it with the sword, but at the same time, getting close be dangerous. And yeah, I am doing WASD controls at the moment. And if I want to aim, I just have to go blip, 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 and it'll just auto-aim, where I'm kind of like dragging the mouse. There we go. It's just left click to do it. Let's go with... Oh yeah, we haven't used our dodge. I'm going to go ahead and go speed, though. And we are going to do regenerate just because it's nice. And more damage on you. And it looks like it does hold... Okay, so yeah, dodge is... Yeah, it's just kind of a Armored Core / virtual on dash. So that actually makes a decent difference to how I would play. And I don't know what control it would be on the controller. So that's definitely something that needs to probably be handled on release. Obviously, there's probably some changes that are set up for like a day one patch. There usually are with like every game. It doesn't matter whether it's indie or AAA. There's almost always just going to be things that are being patched on day one because you kind of want the game out as soon as possible so you can make your money back. Let's see. Guess out of these potency. And we did Rocket Storm before. But we are kind of going force anyway, so I might as well do that. What is our control for that? Controls. Q. Okay. And I do want to see just how many of those we can hoard up, so I am going to try not to use them. I was spamming the crap out of them before. Although I'm doing worse now than I was then. Those little dog guys are mildly terrifying. There we go. That's good XP. Aim for the crowd. I think auto-targeting is literally just closest target. So there is definite reason to go for manual targeting. Oh, and that does a shove back as well. Intriguing. Let's go for... That's 24% damage reduction there. I'm going to go for the damage boost, though. We'll go for dodge. Aw, none of these are what I want. I'm going to go for Tourmalines on the Hand of Justice. And yes, in the one where we got waffle stomped down the drain, that is bullet heavens. We do want to We probably should have used our abilities sooner, but I was determined to see when we would actually overflow on specials so I can actually kind of avoid that in the future. Taking a wee bit of damage here. Can I get that big group gone? Probably not, but we're going to do as much damage to them as possible. Oh, and it just keeps going. It just gets us a multiplier number. Sweet. Our armor is looking okay. I do think we want to continue to boost it up. And I'm going to go... Ooh, it's revive or drain. I'm going to go with drain. Because we do still kill stuff relatively... Not easily, but enough that we don't have to be, like, super stressed about it. And this was the relatively simple stage. Because it's a lot of just, like, tanky dudes that aren't going to be able to outswarm us. Unlike the ones where we have a bunch of little gray dudes wandering around. Although we are still not doing enough damage. That's one thing that I do run into a lot with Bullet Heavens, is balancing enemy toughness is a nightmare whenever it comes to actually designing them. Oh, and there's different size crystals. Okay. I did not notice that. I'm used to different color ones being in games. But since these are all purple, you may notice some of them have 1 blob, 2 blobs, 3 blobs sticking out the top of them. Let's go with 5% block. More damage on you. You are our main damage weapon for now. Okay, so now we have all the eyeballs. Let's go ahead and drop that out. Yes, I am spamming it because I don't want to die right now. I want to get to our next weapon. It looks like... And it doesn't seem to go out very far. So I do think range is actually impacting our specials as well. Because we haven't actually gotten any range boosts on this. So our range is actually kind of atrocious. Go and grab as many of those as possible. Regenerating range would probably be helpful. I'm going to go with regenerating, though. And armor rating. Oh, we got several levels up on that. Good lord. Geez, out of these, attack speed. So now we have a new weapon. Fires a volley of rockets. Impact radius. That one be nice. In fact, that's kind of what we want to be going for. Just as much explosion as possible. There we go. Now we act, and that has decent range on it already. So I don't think I have to stress too much. Hooah. And yeah, I do like that it shows you where the enemies are going to spawn. There's a number of games like this that don't do that. And you'll be walking along, an enemy will spawn exactly where you're standing. This one, if I step on those spots, it's my own damn fault. Okay, so we do have a heal in there. Question is, can I get to it? We do have an okay block rate too, so it's not like we're just going to completely crumble unless we get really bad rolls. Let's go ahead and get our level up. That should heal us. Yep. And there was nothing I could do about that. I didn't have a dodge. Can I get rid of that group right there? Probably not. More armor rating. Do I go for more damage or do I go for some lifesteal? I think I'm going to start getting a bit of lifesteal on this. Skyfall Mortar. Compression. Felled enemies have a chance to leave behind a gravity well, pulling in nearby enemies and dealing force damage. Okay, so that is a fully upgraded thing, I'm guessing. I think that might be a boss. Nope, it's just a stronger enemy. Intriguing. The radius on it, not too great. I should probably get some potency or something going on just so we have a better suck in. I need to get my block chance up to like 100% one of these times, just for science sake. I don't know if it'll actually let me do that, but 100% block seems like, you know, it might be a little broken. Obviously, it might not block AoEs or something like that, but as long as we can block the dudes like impeding our progress forward, we good. Okay, let's go ahead and just keep aiming towards the big mass, just to get as much going on from there as possible, because we need those levels up. We'll go for regenerating on that one. Okay, so that one is done. Let's go for... I'm going to go just raw attack speed on the Fell Burst. I have to say, targeting with the mouse doesn't feel as natural as targeting with the controller, so I do hope that there is a dodge button that I just don't know about on the controller, because that felt way more natural to me. But we're doing good, and we are getting regen back from a lot of this stuff. I have to say, the enemies getting the more tougher, I can English good. The tougher variants coming in is proving to be probably the more challenging part. Now that I do want to kill all the little gray guys because they're just good free XP, because a little bit of an extra blast and they're just gone. But these tanky guys, we just don't have the damage to keep up with them. Not yet, at least. Plus 5% damage for everything. Yes. Enemies felled by critical strikes. No. After reloading 8 times, I guess we would go for the damage buff on that one. We got 50% damage reduction on the armor rating, which is good. Yeah, I'll go power cycle. Anything to give us a little bit more damage. Oh, that's a new enemy. They be spiky boys. At first, I thought they were going to be the Lancer guys, but no, they're new enemies. I have to say, I appreciate the PS1 graphics. Well, PS1 style graphics. They're not quite PS1. They're closer, I would say, closer to Saturn, as far as like the aesthetic goes, in my opinion. But that may just be like my bias. I don't know why it feels more Saturn-y to me, but it does. It might just be the kind of like 3D models. And we are not doing terribly great. There's our heal. That was a rough one. I'm not sure if we can actually survive too much longer. I'm going attack speed on you just to have it go faster. Okay, those bursts are proving useful. Oh, what are you? Okay, so we are just getting new enemy types. Got weird little eyeball guys that shoot now. I'm going to switch back to auto aim for a little while so I can actually focus in on dodging. One thing that I do wish for in games like this is for a smart auto aim, where you can have it aim at possibly the highest density or the strongest enemy in range, stuff like that, rather than simply just closest enemy. Because that's what it is right now. This one's just closest enemy. I do need to get dodge recharge rate up again, because I think that's going to be essential. Ooh, and there's a big purple thing there. I don't think that one's gotten bias at the end there. It didn't look like it, at least. I am at 60% damage. I I think I want... It's between these two. I'm going to go 5%. And it's just a flat 5%. That wasn't worth it. Okay, so I will go increase potency on Hand of Justice. Chance at double attack, not a bad thing. Yeah, I do like that they do continuously keep introducing new enemies, even though they're kind of just reskins of old enemies. It is kind of nice to see at least variety coming in. And this is a wave-based bullet heaven. There's multiple different types. There's ones where it is literally just, here is the bullet heaven, good luck. Don't die. And it's just a constant thing until you die. And then there's wave-based like this, where you're essentially just going in and trying to survive for X amount of time, and then you get your reprieve, which I don't know which one I prefer. I think it really depends on the controls of the game. This one feels good like this, so I'm good with it being wave based. Let's go with go attack speed. Chance on hit to increase. Okay. None of these are particularly great for what I've been going for. I don't have a reroll or anything yet. I wouldn't be surprised if that's something that comes later, though. Let's go with chance on hit to increase critical strike. I think we're going to go with that. What the hell are you? Besides extremely disturbing. That is some skibbity toilet looking stuff there. The dude with the trumpet sticking out of his mouth. The hell you on about, game? Fan butts. I don't even care that it's reused assets. That's just disturbing. As in, reused assets from other enemies. That does seem to be a fairly not uncommon thing in this, at least. Okay, so we got a decent number of kills there. We might die on this one. Especially if I keep taking those 7 damage hits to the face. That level up saved our life there. I am going to go for... I need more speed. We're not getting the attack speed for that, unfortunately, so it is just Hand of Justice. Decent chance of a double. Let's take out the mortar guys. Is it all mortar guys? I mean, if they're willing to back up from me, I am fine with this. I need to not just stand in the same spot. That's dumbassery on like a whole new level. Just go in there for the nuke. Yep, that's exactly what we're doing. Oh, and we died. Well, we got to level 18. Rank F. Thanks, game. I'm performing horribly. But we got to devotion level 1 from that. I got it 10. Okay, so there are... That is how the mechanic of this is going to work. Not in love with that kind of mechanic. For those of you that are curious. And yeah, we will be unlocking those other ones later. I'm not like the biggest fan of, okay, you have to just kind of shove into it and die kind of stuff, which that very well could be. That was a common thing back in the day, though. Still only 4% progress. That, I don't know what the progress is counted on. Stats. Weapons. Is it the number of weapons unlocked? Okay, did we... Yeah, Skyfall Mortar is the base one. But yeah, I enjoy this. We got a handful of various weapons there. Gem-wise, these are the ones that you can get so far. And I have a feeling that we are still technically on just a press preview, not the full version. So, compression, majority destruction, felled enemies have a chance to leave behind a gravity well. That's a good one. So, we unlock these by getting the combos. Okay. Cell protocols, these are the improvements we can get. So, I could see this being extremely compelling as we start unlocking more stuff. And start being able to do different devotions and stuff like that. I like the PS1 aesthetic. I wish it was used more often. Same for the PS2 aesthetic. We don't need these super high fidelity games for a lot of things, and we don't need super detailed sprite work for a lot of things. Sometimes a fun game is just fun. But if you guys enjoyed this short little taste of Vital Shell, be sure to check it out over on Steam. It should be available today, if not as of the release of this video, within a few hours of it. So, keep gaming, have fun, peace out. This has been Alzorath.